Hello, welcome to Pokeboys. We're here. Jared and I are about to take the gloves off and throw
Back at
down
it
with
again.
our season finale battle in Pokemon Showdown, where we take our final teams, pit them against each other in an epic and ultimate Pokemon battle to determine the true winner of really nothing but season two's challenge. Because I think
Bragging rights, if anything.
yeah, bragging rights, and we do have a perk going into the next season, which we'll talk about that I don't know about. So hopefully you thought of one.
I did think of one. Just same with last season. We can kind of like adapt on the fly to what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
But I have some ideas, so we can get into that after
we'll talk
whoever
about
wins. We'll reveal what that is for them.
But I think depending on what order you watch this in, I don't know if I'm going to put this as a separate video on the YouTube or put it in the beginning or the end of the finale episode of season 2 here. So spoiler alert, mute for a second. At the end of the day, I don't think either of us were winners this season, but we'll get into that, or we already did get into it.
No one wins. No one's a winner.
But what we do know is we have a battle about to come forward. I don't know why I said come forward, but it's coming up. So let's get into it.
Okay.
We're gonna duke it out here.
And the biggest difference between this is in the Elite Four when you're playing through Pokemon R.O.W.E, all of the Elite Four members had double battles. So Mike and I will be doing a double battle for the finale as well, which is going to be interesting. Season 1, we just did normal singles. And we'll see how this turns out, because I have a couple sleepers on my team that Mike doesn't know about just yet that I added into the team, and I'm excited / terribly nervous. Mike, how are you feeling before I issue you this challenge?
Well, let's just say my run through the Elite Four prepared me in many ways and helped me develop.
Yeah, if anything, Mike
is
a professional Pokemon battler at this point. Like he's a real one.
Yeah, and we'll get into that later.
Okay.
So I'm ready, and hopefully I learned some lessons during my Elite Four run, but we'll find out.
The challenge has been sent. You'll be able to see my team shortly. I'm frantically going towards the volume because I know that it's going to be loud. Oh, I turned the volume down. And here's the team. Oh,
in Showdown.
Okay, there you go. Your audio cut out for a little bit. It's weird.
Oh, let me see. How do I mute?
You're good now.
Okay, I just muted the sounds on here. That probably.
Oh man,
okay.
The thing that I was working. So initially on my side, the thing I was worried about the most is obviously R.O.W.E, right? R.O.W.E, right. Psychic Fairy. I have a lot of Dark on my team. I have a Dragon. I really had nothing for Fairy. I have a Weezing here that has some tricks up his sleeve for sure, but R.O.W.E is definitely terrifying.
Yeah. Man, I just love how they look just standing in a line, staring each other down right now. But we got to choose our leads.
This is the issue. This is always the big thing here, is choosing who to start with.
Okay.
Oh, you're locked in. Chosen. Oh, Mike's locked in. Okay.
We're ready to go. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with this. I'm going with this lead. Oh, it's a double battle. I'm so dumb.
Yeah, you got to Yep, you got to pick 2.
Okay. Oh, now that threw me through a loop. Okay.
I know your trainer avatar is a hiker and he's holding onto a map, but since we're doing a battle, it kind of looks like he's holding on to like bedding slips.
That's what it is. It's all the mattress tags that he's torn off throughout his life, and he's just been holding on to them. Okay, I won't prolong this anymore. Let's go here. Okay.
All right. Oh.
You lead with Palossand and Scyther. Okay. The Palossand is what I was kind of afraid of here.
Gigalith and Weezing versus Palossand and Scyther.
Okay. Damn, that Palossand is terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it here. We're gonna full send in it. Goes to the brick break. Okay.
Oh, toxic.
That's gonna hurt. That's really gonna hurt. Oh, it's a crit. Okay.
You know,
That's fine.
Blades.
Ooh, Blades goes down. Okay. One down. We got one down here.
I was, for some reason, thinking that Earthquake wasn't going to hit Weezing.
So
this tricks me every time I see a Pokemon that does not have legs that touch the ground. I'm like, obviously, ground attacks aren't going to work on those.
So Weezing does get Levitate as one of its abilities, but my Weezing has neutralizing gas, so it does not get Levitate, which would help me because I had so many instances with ground type Pokemon that just wrecked my team.
So we sent out Dong
the Bronze.
So now we have
what is
Sandy and Dong?
What is he gonna do here?
Ooh, we'll never know.
What does Dong have? Bronze Dong. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go for this, and then.
So my Scyther was holding a
Rocky helmet. I guarantee there's a Rocky helmet somewhere in here. I can smell it. You can smell it from a mile away.
The helmet user didn't, hardly washed its hair.
Okay,
so,
the insurance didn't do much. Earthquake I think is just gonna take out both of them on. Yeah. Oh damn.
Bruh, Dong has Levitate. How did that hit? That's crazy.
That's weird. That's wild.
That should not have happened.
Ref.
Sandy coming in strong there with a double KO.
Yeah, Sandy's a real pain though. Okay, we're gonna do this, and then we're going to do this. I think. Okay.
So what I was talking about before we started recording, Dong in game had the ability Hollow Body, and I cannot find it here on Showdown. But essentially, one of my main tactics in most battles throughout the season was having Dong out there with Rocky Helmet and Hollow Body. So if I'm getting hit with like physical attacks, it's taking like anywhere from like 10 to 20% health per attack.
That's gnarly. And it's weird that we couldn't find Hollow Body in there, which is interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so
already down 2 mon, that Palisand. Oh wait. I almost threw here. Oh,
we're gonna try something here. See what happens. Not feeling great because you have Thievul out there. That speedy Darkmon. I don't know. Yep, I was thinking.
He is a speedy boy. Oh, you're so bulky. Can I at least take you out? There we go. Oh. Yes. Okay.
What was this?
Scale
shot.
Yes, dragon type move, hits multiple times. But I got the 4, which if I got 3, it would have been bad because he would have lived on 4%.
Yeah, and I was using Shore Up, which is
I'm glad I got out of there.
Nice little health restoration for the boys.
Okay, we're gonna do what are we gonna do here? What do you want to do is the real question.
I want to not lose.
Fair.
Spoiler alert. And if anyone has seen me like reach over to the side of my camera here, there's like a little gnat.
Is there a bug?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the damage on this?
So now we're at two KOs apiece.
2 KOs each.
Mothra and Dong out.
Mothra.
Azula.
Mothra really is terrifying. I'm not a fan, but am I faster is the question. Okay,
I believe
we're gonna do this.
Your Azula is faster than Usain Bolt himself. So.
Oh yeah, Azula has so much speed. Okay.
Oh.
I figured you're gonna go for the ice type move on Garchomp.
Oh, that's just dirty.
So I need to get under there. Also, I said it in the episode, Garchomp doesn't get Earthquake by level up. I still can't get over the no Earthquake. It makes me upset.
That is kind of strange.
Oh, this friggin' pair keys.
Klefki, Keegan, let's go.
Yeah,
Come on, we gotta have a little comeback here.
The Steel Fairy really puts a damper on things. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna do this.
Anticipation of what is to come.
Oh, you went for the spikes. Okay, that's fine. You can ice move again. You land the blizzard. Oh my gosh. Do you have a move?
Boy.
Do you have the friggin' the icy bits or whatever it's called?
Mothra is holding Never Melt Ice
Okay.
and ability Shield Dust. So I do not know this icy bits you speak of.
Icy bits. Dude. Oh,
so
jeez. Okay.
Scrafty, Thievel.
I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to. The problem is.
Okay, so I know what we're doing. I think there's the gnat. I flew it right
Kill it.
into my
Kill it. I know this is gonna be resisted, but I'm so fast. Okay, we're just gonna do this.
Oh,
For the
protect.
Oh, okay, okay, big crit,
crit.
big crit. Draining kiss.
That hurts.
Okay,
but
that's I thought that was gonna happen, but that's okay. We're here. Okay,
All
it's
right.
It's coming down to the wire
Oh
here.
my goodness.
2v1.
Steel Rock.
Okay, I'm just going to do this, and then I have to do this and just get this out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I think Mothra is probably going to bite the dust here.
Mothra. What will happen? What will Mike do?
Oh, a Mega?
Mega Aggron, baby.
Oh, that's just not fair.
Got my Mega.
No, we're gonna get into it, or we already did get into it in the episode. I got a lot to say about Mega Stones.
Yeah. I had two options here with Mega Garchomp and Mega Aggron. Okay. Can we clutch this out is the real question, right? Can we do it?
I am scared, but I'm feeling confident still. If that makes any sense.
The problem is, I have such bad special defense. If you go, I think I know what's gonna happen here. Magical Leaf. Okay. Draining Kiss. Okay. There we go.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Come on, UA. We got this. You definitely were faster than I was.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do this.
I'm nervous.
I'm gonna do this.
Very nervous.
1v1 here. Draining Kiss again. Can this kill? Okay, that only does about half. This is resisted too. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it.
Same. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Foul play. Oh gosh. If I don't kill here. Yes! No! There we go!
No! Oh, that was intense. Oh, the Mega, dude.
Bro, if I didn't kill there, you outspeed, you would have killed me.
Yeah.
Dang, I lived with 9% health. Mega Aggron clutched it out.
At the end there, I was like, could maybe foul play finish you off?
Mm-hmm.
Because, or do I do Draining Kiss again and try to
get some health back?
Relive with the health, and I decided to play more aggressive than defensive.
Yes. So your fairies going into kind of like my thought process here. The fairies were terrifying, right? Klefki and R.O.W.E were my biggest hindrance because I have Garchomp. I caught another dragon that I had that I could have used as well. I had Thievel. I had Scrafty. Scrafty especially 4 times weak to fairy. Thievel weak against fairy. So I had a lot of things. And I had this Aggron as one of my mulligans at one point, and I did find the Mega Stone for Aggron. I was like, okay, Aggron walls, aside from the special side, because he doesn't have great special defense, but bolts the stab, if you hit me with fairy type moves, I'm good. So that was my answer for R.O.W.E and Klefki was this Aggron, and then having Mega Stone helped so much.
Yeah. Man. So, you want to just walk through our teams?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start with my my Aggron, right? We have Aggron here with the Mega Stone. He had the Rock Head ability, which is interesting because usually when you Mega Evolve, the abilities change, but it didn't show a change on there. But Rock Head essentially prevents recoil damage. The other move that I didn't show, I had Head Smash. So Head Smash is 120 base power, 100% accurate Rock type move. But it does crazy amounts of recoil. But I had Rock Head, so I don't have any recoil from it. But when I'm Mega'd, I still get recoil from it too. So I had to balance out, do I Mega or do I go for the Rock type move? I mean, I can see here, like, with my physical defense, he has 495 physical defense when he's Mega. So it's just like, he is a tanky lass, because my Aggron's a female. But yeah, Head Smash, Iron Head, Heavy Slam, and Body Press. Body Press is a cool move because it takes your defense stat and makes it your attack stat. So,
nice.
You know, Aggron has okay attack, but my Aggron right now, base Aggron, has 312 defense. So it uses that as its attack instead. It's a steel type move, so it's not stab, so I don't get any of that bonuses. But Aggron was a for sure on my team. When I was pulling back and I was trying to build my team to fight yours, I had to have Aggron because those fairies just wrecked shop.
Yeah.
After that, we had R.O.W.E, the Garchomp. So Garchomp has been on my team for a while here. Had the Mega Stone for Garchomp. Had to decide which one I wanted to go to. Ultimately leaned into having the Mega Stone for Aggron. But Garchomp had Sand Veil. I was trying to play a little bit with the Sand Veil. I did it a little bit there because I have Gigalith to set up the sand. And then Iroh's, like, Garchomp Sand Veil ups the evasiveness in Sandstorm. I didn't really see it utilized in the battle, but I was trying to build off of that. I have 3 Pokemon that aren't hurt on Sandstorm, so, you know, it benefits me a little bit. I have Thievul and Scrafty getting hit is unfortunate, but I have 3 Pokemon that do benefit from the Sandstorm, so I was trying to play into, like, the Sand team a little bit there too. But Garchomp knows Sandstorm, freaking dig, Scale Shot, and Dragon. I'm bitter. I will never not be bitter until Garchomp learns Earthquake by level
The
up.
dig came in handy though, because
the dig did come in handy.
It helped you not get one hit KO'd off the bat, which eliminated one of my Mon.
Well, and I wanted to feel out moves too, because I was like, okay, is Mike an ice move here? I'll dig to scout out to see the ice moves, and you did ice move on Garchomp, so I was like, okay, now I can kind of see where he's coming from.
I forgot that he had dig, honestly.
Yeah, dig.
Because I remember you saying he did. But...
me ranting about him not getting Earthquake and just getting dig. Yeah. Garchomp was another mainstay. When I was grinding, I kind of as they got up to levels in the 80s or whatever, I pulled them off the team and I put them in the box as, like, these are the ones I was going to use for a battle. So Garchomp was definitely one of them too. Next on my list was Gigalith. Gigalith was the Pokemon I caught in Victory Road. So right when I got into Victory Road, not much in there. There was Dugtrio, there's a couple other Mon in there, but Gigalith was the one. And if you know from season 1, I tried my best. Slayed the Roggenrola, didn't even make it very far, so I was very excited to actually get to utilize and use a Gigalith this time. Same thing, Gigalith has crazy defense, he has crazy high attack as well. Super slow, but he can take a hit as well. He had Power Gem, Rock Slide, Stone Edge, and my other cheeky one that I was trying to figure out how to use in here was Explosion. But we were doing doubles, so I was like, okay, wait, I don't want to, like... It didn't have anything. My problem was, by the end of this, I also had no money. So I really wanted to go into the move learner and teach moves. Also, by the way, you do have to have the money first. I went in there and it won't let me even check unless you have the funds. So I didn't get to utilize as much of the learned TMs as I was hoping, because I definitely would not have had Explosion on my Gigalith for that. But it was kind of fun. I was trying to figure out how I can use it, but doing doubles, it just wasn't going to work out. Next, we had June the Weezing. June was a big one that I was, like, gonna have for your Gardevoir too, being poison, but Gardevoir's fairy and psychic, so I was like, you hit me with a psychic, stab psychic, and I don't have the best special defense. I was like, June is not taking a lot of hits, so really he was in there to toxic a bunch of things and do that. I had Gyro Ball, Sludge Bomb, Assurance on it. Didn't get to utilize it as much, but I did toxic the Palossand, so just getting that little residual chip damage helped whittle away your Palossand, which helped. But I had a Dragalge as well, and I was bouncing between Dragalge and Weezing to bring onto the team, because I needed something for Gardevoir. The whole time I was just like thinking, I didn't even have the Elite Four in my mind. I was like, I gotta fight Mike's Gardevoir, and I don't have anything for it.
And I didn't even use it till the very end, which came back to bite me. I should have put him out earlier.
Ultimately, I did lean and go with Weezing. Weezing had a little more bulk to him, although Dragalge had more special attack, but even being dragon poison, like I said, he did not take a lot of good special moves. So I decided to go with the bulk instead of the offensive. So I went with Weezing in that.
Nice.
Azula the Thievul. I crap so much on like Nickit and Thievul before, but Thievul is such a good Pokemon. He has 193 speed, wild speed stat, and he has Unburden. So if I'm using a hold item, it ups my speed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I had the King's Rock on him too. So I had King's Rock, and so he can have Unburden to build up the speed. So he was, I also was Jolly, which is up speed nature too. So that was just like, Thievul was outspeeding everything. Foul Play, Night Slash, Sucker Punch, and Play Rough. Play Rough actually came in clutch in just the normal playthrough, having fairy coverage, because I don't have any fairy types. So it was cool that Azula, my Thievul, could learn Play Rough, which is awesome. But yeah, I fell in love with Thievul in this playthrough. Rounding out the team, another one that's been here for a long time was Aang the Scrafty. Didn't really get to take advantage of its Moxie, which is every time it gets a KO, it boosts attack. He also had a speed raising nature, but he had Protect, and that helped through the playthrough. Again, just in the playthrough and also battling you, just to scout out, heal, just so I can at least take one hit and just be like, okay, what am I going to go for? And I had Power Up Punch, Low Kick, and Crunch. Low Kick has helped so much because there's so many big, heavy rock types. There's so many bulky steel types, and they're weak against fighting, and Low Kick does more damage the heavier the Pokemon is. So another Pokemon that I've kind of slept on for a long time, but absolutely fell in love with Scrafty. And he was holding a black belt to boost those fighting type moves as well. But that was my team rounding out the end. I had a couple of Pokemon, some honorable mentions here that I'll talk about that I thought about bringing on the team. I mentioned Dragalge. So Dragalge was one that I was thinking about, the poison type. I ended up, my last mulligan that I got, which this may or may not be me repeating myself. Who knows? I don't know if this is the beginning or the end. Yeah. But my last mulligan I ended up getting was a Malamar. And you were talking about how I was like, oh, do I bring Malamar onto the team? So he was a little weaker. He's level 50. So I had to take some grinding to get him up, but ultimately I did push Malamar off the team. I was like, no, that's okay. I caught an Axew. So Haxorus was a Pokemon that I was thinking about replacing Garchomp because I already had ground type. So I was like, oh, do I like switch it out? Ended up just going with Garchomp. Axew was higher enough level where it wouldn't have been an issue leveling him up, but I was like, nah, it's okay. What were the other ones? I think just some of my heavy hitter Pokemon. Marowak was there from the beginning, so I thought about bringing him. I caught a Nidoran, so I was like, oh, maybe I'd bring a Nidoking on the team too. But I have to have a Moonstone, so I was like, and then I had a Manectric as well to have some electric coverage, but ultimately, Manectric's all right. He gets a Mega too, so I gotta find the Mega Stone for him. But I had so many Mega potentials in here. Swampert, Manectric, Aggron, Garchomp. But ultimately, that was the team that I would.
Nice.
I love these little guys.
So that's a pretty solid team. So we had, as you saw, Wally Senior, my Gardevoir, ended up being like right up there for possibly MVP of the season.
I didn't talk about my MVP, but yeah, go ahead.
Didn't really become that until the very end, which we'll talk about in a bit, or you've already heard. But yeah, I've never really used Gardevoir that much. So it was cool to use it in this. And this one had a lot of type coverage for me. So I had obviously Psychic and Moonblast for Psychic and Fairy moves. But I also had Magical Leaf and Thunderbolt. So this Gardevoir kind of became my Swiss Army knife when I'm going up against rock or ground or flying or water, which was nice. It had Synchronize. At the end of the play, I switched out a Scope Lens for a Quick Claw, which we'll talk about my insane struggle against the Elite Four. But that was 100% an Elite Four item swap there. But in our battle, I put the Quick Claw out there, and I really fumbled because I was not expecting the Mega Stone on the Aggron, and I was like, waiting. I was holding on to Garchomp, to Gardevoir, and I held on too long. I should have put him out much sooner in the battle.
That's why I held on the Aggron for so long, because I was like just waiting for that Gardevoir to come out, and right when it happened, that's when Aggron came out.
Next up, Dong, my Bronzong, awesome, sturdy, tanky boy. Like I said, had hollow body and rocky helmet, so in tough times and double battles, things like that, I'd put Dong out there just to get the passive damage from being attacked. And then of course, you know, he steals, so he's just generally bulky. Okay, I already went over what was holding its ability. It knew Future Sight, which kind of was useless against your team because you had a lot of dark Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, extrasensory Flash Cannon, which it did have. Was it Heavy Slam? What is the steel? The steel move based off of weight.
I believe it's Heavy Slam, because I have it on my Aggron here. Let me see. Heavy Slam, it does more damage if the user outweighs the foe. Yeah,
so I mean, usually pretty good because Bronzong is steel, like kind of generally heavy. But I swapped it out for Flash Cannon just because I wanted the like known damage, you know, being able to predict that. Plus, I think Flash Cannon has a 10% chance to lower the target's special defense, so that's a nice little bonus there. But I also ended up teaching it Toxic later on in the playthrough, which we'll talk about later, but I didn't get a chance to really use it against you. Sandy also, man, I don't know, I have maybe 3, maybe 4 like in the running for MVP. Palisand is up there. I never used this Pokemon before, and
I love Palisand. He's so good.
I always thought it was dumb because I hate Pokemon like this, and
I hate Sandcastles,
Vanillite, and like these dumb Pokemon that are just like objects, like possessed by Pokemon or whatever. I generally think they're stupid and I hate them, but I love Palisand. Like, it's so good. I love Ground Ghost. I don't know why I love it. It's just interesting. The ability Water Compaction was just straight up busted. Like, you don't take any damage from one of your main weaknesses. So that is amazing. And the defense is raised by 2 after it's damaged by water type, which I didn't know.
Such a broken ability.
Pretty crazy. It was holding a soft sand that I didn't get until Victory Road. I found a bunch off. They were falling like rain off of Doug Trios that I was killing. So I was like, oh great, because it was holding like a King's Rock, or no, it was holding an Assault Vest, which didn't allow me to use Shore Up, which kind of stunk, but for the meantime, that's what I was using. And I was glad to finally find the soft sand, but it knew Earthquake, Shore Up, Giga Drain, and Shadow Ball. So I had 2 healing moves, which was nice. I had so not only did I have the ability to nullify water moves, but I also had a super effective move against water types, which made
that's wild. Palisand's really a wall for water types.
Yeah, and then Shadow Ball was just a good ghost type move. The third runner-up for MVP would be Scyther Blades. I decided not to evolve it, even though I could have evolved it into Scissor, but I decided to keep it just Bug Flying. And it knew X Scissor, Air Slash, Brick Break, and Night Slash. So nice type spread there. It knew Technician.
Ooh, nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The ability Technician, and it was holding a King's Rock for the majority of my playthrough, but I switched it up in the Elite Four for a Lax Incense, and then that's what I used in our battle. But yeah, Scyther was just a heavy hitter and pretty speedy. So
too bad you didn't put like an Eviolite for him. You could slap it on there.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to the battling stuff and stats, so that totally slipped my mind. But I feel like doing these seasons with you, and especially like the battles, even though we're only doing one per season, but like talking about it and stuff will help me remember and think about that stuff a lot more.
Bro, I said it like episode 1 of season 1. We're gonna be professional Pokemon players by the end of this. So this is only the beginning.
But yeah, I loved Blades. It was a really great mon on the team. Knowing Brick Break was great for rock types, dark types, steel types, because I don't have, other than Sandy, Earthquake and Brick Break were my moves against steel types. Mothra, my Frost Moth, was holding Never Melt Ice. It knew Shield Dust, or it had Shield Dust as its ability. It knew Blizzard, Toxic,
that Blizzard, man,
another Toxic, which I'll explain later, Aurora Beam, and Bug Buzz. I'm not satisfied really with the moveset I went with here. I should have swapped out, because Blizzard's accuracy is not that great, but I took 2 ice types instead of mixing in another type a move here for the moveset, specifically for the double battles. Because
that Blizzard hitting both my mon was wild.
So Aurora Beam is a great ice ability, and it's pretty much guaranteed to hit. So I probably should have swapped out Blizzard for something else, but whatever. It is what it is. Mothra was okay, but super fragile, so if she didn't outspeed, she was going to die in one hit, most likely. So that's actually what happened a lot in the Elite Four. So kind of borderline useless on my team at the end, but up to the end was fine. And then that brings me to my starter, Klefki Keegan.
You kept your starter the whole way through.
I say it could be the 4th in the running for MVP.
These are my 6 MVPs.
My 6. No, but it was, this Klefki really surprised me.
Did this playthrough bring you around to Klefki?
Yeah, I mean, I still am not like blown away by Klefki, so maybe that takes it out of the running for MVP, but it was just dependable. It was always there.
It's always tanky. There when you need him.
It knew Flash Cannon, Foul Play, so I had a dark move there to couple with Blade's Night Slash. Draining Kiss, I love Lifesteal and Drain. I call it drain tanking from playing League of Legends. I like doing that in Pokemon. So moves like Giga Drain, Leech Seed, Leech Life, Draining Kiss for Fairy. I like it. Parabolic Charge for Electric.
That's a recent one. Such a good move.
Decently strong, but being able to get that health back to help you tank and survive longer. And then Spikes just for the constant switching in of new Pokemon. I didn't use it very much, but I kept it just in case to have on there. And I'm about to sneeze, so if I do, I apologize. But Keegan, good Pokemon. It had the ability Prankster. It was holding a King's Rock. But I would say if I was forced to pick, Sandy, the Palisand, would probably be the MVP of the season. It was just too busted.
For me, I knew, like, right when you brought it up, I was like, oh, I forgot to bring up MVP, but I knew the second. It wasn't even Thievul. Zula the Thievul, it just came in clutch. Having Sucker Punch too, a priority move on there, and not that it mattered, because most of the time my Thievul was going to go first because he's just so fast. It was great. Such a great mod. I have now warmed up to Thievul, and Thievul will always be in my heart now.
Nice. Actually, I just learned something looking at the Prankster ability on Showdown, and then we'll go ahead and cut this off and we'll jump into the episode. But so Pokemon status moves have a priority raised by 1, but dark types are immune. So I was wondering in my Elite Four trials, he wasn't getting hit by dark type moves, and I was like, why is he not getting hit? This doesn't make any sense. But it's because of Prankster. So
I didn't know Prankster did that. That's wild.
Yeah. But anyways, good battle. That was intense.
It was an intense battle.
Congratulations.
Down to the wire. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The record is even.
You're a
So
1-1.
that means I'm gonna have to try that much harder on season 3, which will be interesting because there may be Pokemon that don't exist on our team. So we'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, I have some interesting things that we can do in season 3 just to build a team, whether that's a team that we build from the Pokemon we use or just a team that we build randomly. I have a fun way that we can do our battle in season 3.
Nice.
So.
Well, enjoy the victory because it's only gonna last until the end of season 3.
Dang, Mike's coming for the throat. Oh yeah, so for Pokemon Infinity, my starter that I'm going to pick.
Oh, you're doing it right now? Okay, let's hear it.
Might as well. We're here. We'll give the people a little taste, little taste here.
Okay.
I'm indeed going to pick Squirtle for my start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with that because I did not use Squirtle. I used Bulbasaur, of course. I mean, come on. If anyone knows me in Pokemon, of course I would pick Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
But now you know 2 of the 3 starters, so I'll just tell you what I'm going to pick because it's not Bulbasaur and it can't be Squirtle.
Guess what?
That means Charmander.
Yeah.
So we have the 3 Kanto starters in Pokemon Infinity.
But
however,
they're not the Kanto starters you remember.
That's right. So I look forward to kicking off season 3, and I look forward to hearing what you guys thought of our teams here in the finale battle. And I also look forward to hearing what your teams were at the end of season 3. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go to playalongpod.com.
Hit that
check
like
them
button.
out.
Hit the bell. All that stuff.
Follow them on all their stuff. Follow Showboys here. And we'll see you next time. If you haven't listened to the episode 6 finale of the Elite Four and Champion battle, go check that out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Peace out, everybody.